Hello students, today we will discuss the concept of prologue. Prologue means programming of logics. There are two languages, Prolog and Lisp. These are used for designing of expert system or AI based applications. Prolog is a high level programming language that is based on logics that you have studied in Unit 3. Predicate logic and propositional logic. You can also call this language as a rule-based language or declarative language. Similar to the predicate logic, there are also some rules that are followed by language. As you have seen that in form of logics, each sentence can be represented in form of functions. Similarly here in Prolog, we also have some components that are used for designing of any program. What are these components? These are the main components of your Prolog. It is also an open source code, and the components are facts, questions, variables, conjunctions and rules. Now, this language is developed by Alan Colmeror in 1972, and each Prolog program has file extension .pl. PL means for Prolog. Now we will discuss some basic facts of this language. I hope you all know what is fact. Means our English sentence. For an example, John likes Mary. If we represent this sentence according to our logic, then first we write relationship and then we write our objects, John and Mary, and we read it first object, then relationship and then the second object, John likes Mary. Similarly, in the programming language, we represent each sentence according to the logic. Means name of all relationship and object. This is a rule for programming language. The name of relationship and object start with a lowercase letter like John and Mary, and relationship is written first and then we write objects within a bracket and separate these objects with the help of comma. When we write this sentence in the programming language like Prolog, then always each sentence is ended with a dot operator. Like this, John likes Mary, and the statement with the help of dot operator, each sentence. Now these are the representation for the facts. Now, when we want to ask any question with the help of our program, then the question is also written in form of logical format like predicate logic, but before writing this question, we have to use this symbol question mark and hyphen when we want to ask any question from the given facts. For example, suppose if we interpret this question as a Mary owns a book. So Mary to be a person here and book is same particular object. This question is asking, does Mary owns the book? Mary owns the book. This is your fact, and we want to ask this question from the collection of facts which we have already provided in our program. Then when we want to ask any question from the collection of facts, we always start this question from question mark and then hyphen, then write your statement in form of predicate logic. Now another thing, as I have told you, the relationship and the name of object always start from the small case letters, lower case letters. When we are talking about any variable, like the question is, does John likes books? In this case, when we are using any variable, the variable always starts from the capital letters. Now this is the concept of variable and facts. Another thing is conjunction. Conjunction is represented with the help of comma. Suppose this is a question. Suppose I have given these facts to our data set. First is Mary likes chocolate, Mary likes wine. Another is John likes wine, John likes Mary. And we want to ask a question. Does John likes Mary? Sorry, the question is if John and Mary, question is John and Mary likes each other. To frame this question or to find the answer of this question, we can divide this question in two parts. Means both sided. Does John like Mary and does Mary likes John? To write this question or to ask this question from our given data set, we have to write our query or frame our question in this form. To represent the and this, both the facts we want to ask from our data set, we use comma. Means conjunction of these two facts is done by comma operator. And this is our question. Then we start with the help of question mark hyphen, and then likes is our predicate. John likes Mary and Mary likes John. If both the things will be finded from your facts, then the answer is given by Prolog language is yes, otherwise no. Now as you can see easily from the facts, there is only one fact available, John likes Mary, but there is no fact that represent Mary likes John. Hence after asking this question, we will get the answer no, because one fact is true and another fact is not given in the data set. In this way we can ask our question. Another thing, suppose a question is, this is also an example, if our question consists two rules, like if there is some x that Mary likes, then we want to find out John likes whatever x is. What is x? In this case, there are two goals combined with the help of comma operator. Like we want to ask the question, what are the things liked by Mary? Means Mary likes what? That is your variable name x, and we have represent the variable with the help of capital letters. And another question is John likes same thing. And this is suppose our data set. John likes flower, John likes Mary, and Paul likes Mary. So if we want to ask what are the things liked by John, likes John x, then there are two options, flower and Mary. First time when we are asking this question, ending our question with the help of AND operator, it means first fact that is matched with your query is flower. X is equals to flower, that is the output given by your programming language. And if there are multiple match, then we will also get multiple answers, and these answers come in the screen with the help of this operator. We enter semicolon, then it will also display you another fact, x is equals to Mary. In this way the programming language return your answer of your question from the existing facts. Now another component is rule. As you already studied in your knowledge representation unit, if any sentence is in form of rules, like if x is true then y will be true, such type of sentences, when you have framed in the predicate logic, we can frame these sentences with the help of implication operator. But in case of programming language, when the if condition exists, suppose our sentence is, I use an umbrella if there is a rain. This is if part. When we write this in predicate logic, first we write if part and then we write then part. But in case of programming language, if keyword is represented with the help of operator. Like if x is a bird, X is a bird if X is an animal and X has feathers. To represent such type of sentences, we use the operator. Like in this example. The example is John likes X if X likes Y. Now this is our if part. If we write predicate logic, then first we represent this. That will implies this. But in prologue, it can be represented as John likes X if X likes Y. Means if is represented with the help of this operator, colon and then I. This is a symbol for if condition. It means just a reverse statement of your predicate logic. In predicate logic, we first represent if part and after implication, then part will occur. But in prologue language, first we write then part, then use the symbol of if and then write your if part. Means John likes X if X likes Y. In this way, we can frame our rule in prologue language. It means with the help of facts, rules and with the help of conjunction operator, we can design our program in programming language prologue. This is all about prologue.